So I created a GUI to demonstrate button click events. What I did was I created a label to show what was clicked, and a button to just handle LV event clicked, another one for the long click, another one for handle all event, and then another one where if you click the button it will change color. For each button I gave them a name. First one is called button click, second one is called button long clicked, third one is button all event, and fourth one is change color. It's always good to give them names so they are uniquely identifiable. First of all, we will have to build as a C file, so we click on save and then build. What this does is it generates all the C files to create this GUI. So if you go to the EEZ button project, it says source UI, so it's generated a bunch of files. One of them is screen, which basically has all the GUI elements defined there. So I'll copy all the files to my Arduino project, which I created the same name, sketch with a very basic template, paste them there. Now if I go to Arduino, you see is a screen to see. In that file we got the button that I've created. So button click is one of them, which will click, button long click for long click events, and then button all events. I'll just show a bunch of events when you click on a button for a long time, and then a button change color. So instead of adding all the defining the event handlers on the screens.c file, I decided that I'm going to add it on the setup method. Here I've added, for each button I've added an event handler, so when they are clicked we handle the events. The first one, I'll explain this first one. So when the button is clicked, we only handle LV event clicked event, and here we can pass like a label or other buttons that we want to update within the event handling method. So if you go to the event handler, here you see, because I'm passing null for labels or other GUI object, what I'm trying to show you here, when that is clicked, that button is clicked, button underscore click is clicked, what will happen is this event handler will get kicked off. Here we get the code, i.e. code is normally like LV event clicked, pressed, released, long press, etc. So in this case, because I'm passing null, the label that we receive would be null. Remember that we can get the user data by calling LV event get user data, so whatever we passed in, you can get it using that method. So it can be a label, button, or anything. Because it's null in this case, I'm just going to show label not received. You can change it to see what happens. You can pass in another, you can pass in label click result and you see that get updated. Second one, LB button long click. If that is clicked, I've got another event handler that will only handle LV event long pressed, and this time I'm passing a label. But this is all created by us in EEZ Studio, and in the code it generates, we store everything inside the objects, global object like a map, and then we can just use the reference like object store and the name of it. So you can find the name, copy that, go to screen, see, yeah, just the name. So if you go to the LVGL button long clicked event handler, which is this. Notice, because I know that the only event this will handle is LV event long press, I'm not checking like if that's the I'm not checking the code. It don't really need it. You can put an if statement and do its other stuff. In this case, I'm just updating the label to show LV event press. And then the third one, I assign event handler to button all events. So when that is clicked, button all event handler will handle all the events. In this case, I said LV event all, so all the events that are generated should be handled there. And then I'm passing this label click results. That's the label at the top of the GUI to show what was clicked. And the third one, this one is good. Fourth one, I've added another event handler, button change color event handler. In this case, whenever we click it, we'll handle the click, and then instead of the label, I've passed the button. So objects of button change color is the button that we created for, that's called change color. So if we go to it, that'll be button change color. Here, all I'm doing is I've got the button that was passed into the event handler and then generated a random color, and then set the background color of the button and updated the label to show that we are changing the color. And then if you then upload,